Welcome to the Department of English, Government Postgraduate College, Attock. These online classes have been started for the students to help them continue their studies in the COVID-19 situation. The basic purpose of these classes is to enable the students to save their time from wasting and to continue their studies in accordance with the pattern and syllabus designed and recommended by University of the Punjab. In this regard, Higher Education Department has planned to commence online classes so as to transmit the material and guidance to the students so as to enable them to continue their studies. In this regard, Department of English, Government Postgraduate College Attock has also initiated its classes on the instruction of the principal to enable our students to be in touch with their syllabus and to save the loss of their studies in such situation. So I welcome you all on the behalf of the principal and the staff of Government Postgraduate College Attock. You are advised to listen to these classes and listen to these lectures attentively and also prepare your own notes because these notes would help you in future as well. Whenever you would have some problem, you may be able to consult those notes of yours that would be helpful in preparing yourself for the final exams that will be conducted by University of the Punjab, Lahore. I am Abdul Qayyum, your teacher for the grammar. And in grammar, as you know that we have already started correction of sentences and already pointed out this is very much important question as this question carries 10 marks and these 10 marks are the solid 10 marks in the sense that if your sentence is correct, then for each sentence you get 2 marks. So it is easy to have good score with the help of this question. So paying attention to the rules of correction that would be discussed with you, you need to be very much vigilant, and also you're advised to take notes of these lectures and also note down these rules in your own notebooks. These notes would help you in continuing and in your future efforts that you would make related to the study of PA. I would teach you the grammar of this portion, as you know, and we have already started the corrections of sentences. Let's begin with the next rule of the correction. Continuing with the rules of correction, today we will start with rule number 17. And this rule tells us that if one is used in the beginning of a sentence, once or one is used instead of any other pronoun in the later part of the sentence. Let us make it clear that if a sentence begins with one and one is used as a pronoun, so one cannot be replaced by any other pronoun. One is either replaced by one or once, as the case is. If it is in the possessive case, then once, and if it is in the subjective or other case, so it depends upon the case of the pronoun, but this is clear that no other pronoun can be put if a sentence begins with one. Let us look at the example number one. One should love his country. Here we can see that one and his have been highlighted in the red color. The purpose is to highlight that what is the problem with these two words. One is in red. What does it show? It shows that the sentence has begun with one. And then his, the rule says that that no other pronoun can be used except one or once. So his, the use of his is not correct here. This is the mistake, that we have to replace this his form with the form of the one. So the correct sentence for this is that one should love one's country. This is the correct expression, that his has been replaced by one's. So one should love his country is incorrect, and one should love one's country is the correct expression of, removing the mistake from this sentence. The next example of this rule is that one should respect his elders. Again, you can see here that the sentence begins with one, and we find his in this sentence, as already stated out, that no other pronoun can be used after the use of the one. So we need to remove his, and his will be removed by and replaced by one's. So the correct sentence is one should respect one's elders. So this is the rule that we need to concentrate on, that one should love his country, one should respect his elders is an incorrect expression because of his preceded by one, and when one cannot be followed by his, rather it would be followed by one's. So the correct expression of this sentence is one should love one's, one should respect one's elders. Similarly, one has to perform her duty. Here you can see again one, and it has been followed by her. Her again is inappropriate, and this is the wrong use of the pronoun here. What we need is to again remove her by one. So one has to perform her duty is the incorrect sentence grammatically, and we have to correct this sentence grammatically, and it can be corrected by replacing her with one's. So the wrong sentence is one has to perform her duty. This is wrong because of her, and the exact and the correct sentence is one has to perform one's duty. Now, this is the correct use of English, and correct use of the pronouns. So this is what you need to memorize and understand, that if one starts a sentence, so no other pronoun can follow it. Rather, it would be either followed by one or ones, as the case is, but no other pronoun. Keep in mind this one simple rule, that if you find one in the sentence, it will be followed by one or ones. Now we move to rule number 18. This rule says that one of is used as a singular noun. If we find one of in the sentence, so what we need is to take it and use it as a singular one. It may be followed by plural nouns, that is, it would be clarified by the examples. But what we need is to remember that this will be dealt as a singular noun. So, one of the girls are absent. Here you see that are has been used as plural verb or helping verb. Why? Because of the girls. The general perception and the general mistake that takes place is because of the girls. That girls is the plural noun, so it would take the plural verb or helping verb. But the case is not so, because the real concern is of one of the, and one of the is dealt as a singular noun. So we would not use the plural form are, rather we would look for the singular form of are that would be appropriate to the one of. And hence we see that the incorrect sentence is one of the girls are absent because of the wrong use of are, keeping in mind the girls, whereas the correct sentence is one of the girls is absent, because we are not talking with the main subject is not girls, rather it is one of. And one of, as already stated in rule number 18 here, that this is dealt as a singular noun. So one of the girls is absent. The next example of this rule is one of the boys have reached late. Have, you see, is the plural helping verb, and this has been used keeping in mind boys, and boys is the plural word as the plural noun. So that's why have has been used here. But the rule says that one of, the real subject is one of, not the boys. So one of is the singular expression. So this would take the singular verb or helping verb. So one of the boys have reached late is incorrect because of the wrong use of have. So the singular replacement of have is has. So if you replace have with has, why? Because has is the singular one, and one of is demanding for the singular verb or helping verb. So one of the boys has reached late. This is the correct sentence that we have to make it in this way. One of the boys have reached late. Have is incorrect. One of the boys has reached late is correct because has been used as the singular expression. Continuing with the same rule, with the next example, one of the machines are out of order. Again, machines and are seem to be correct. Why? Because machines is the plural noun, are is again the plural verb. So we apparently it seems that this is correct expression, but now it is not so. Why? Because the rule says that one of the is dealt as the singular one and are is not the singular one. We have to find out the replacement of are and the singular form, and the singular form of are is. So if R is replaced by is, this would be the correct expression, and this would remove the grammatical mistakes. So one of the machines are out of order is incorrect because of the R, but the correct expression is one of the machines is out of order. It is correct because of is, because is will be used not according to the machines. That is not the actual subject. Actual subject is one of, and that is the singular expression. So the verb that will be used here with this one is. Again, clarifying it, one of the machines are out of order is incorrect, and one of the machine is out of order is the correct use of the noun. Next, we come to rule number 19. And in rule number 19, we come to know that instead of present perfect tense, past indefinite tense is used in the actions that have taken place yesterday, last night, previous month, etc. Normally, uh, the past perfect is the present perfect is mistakenly used instead of the past indefinite tense. Then this is what we need to consider, that the if some action has taken place in the yesterday, last night, previous month, like today, all this, so this would not be followed by present perfect tense, rather it would be done in past indefinite tense. Example number one, I have received your letter yesterday. So yesterday it does not require to be mentioned in present perfect tense. Rather, the appropriate tense for this is past indefinite tense. So I have received your letter yesterday is incorrect sentence. What is the correct sentence? I received your letter yesterday. This is the correct expression and correct use of the verb or the tense according to this one. So I have received your letter yesterday is in past perfect tense, and past perfect cannot be used yesterday. And yesterday we need to use past indefinite tense, and the past indefinite tense is I received your letter yesterday. This is the correct expression for explaining something that has taken place in yesterday, previous night, last month, last year, all this one. So this is what is important in all this one. Similar example of the same rule is they have met last night. They have met last night, they have met is the present perfect tense. And as already stated, that the present perfect tense cannot be used in the last line. Rather, we have to use past indefinite tense. The past indefinite tense of this sentence is the met last night. So the met last night is the correct expression for that one. So they have met last night, incorrect because of the past present perfect tense, and they met last night is the correct because of the past indefinite tense. The last example of this rule is that you have come late in the previous month. A previous month can be expressed in past indefinite tense, not in present perfect tense. So you have come late previous month is present perfect tense, that is incorrect, and you came late previous month is the correct sentence because this has been used as the past indefinite tense. This is the end of today's lecture, and I hope that you would have understood these rules clearly. If you still face some problem in understanding these rules, please share and ask your questions in the WhatsApp group that has already been made for this purpose. Thank you very much for joining us today.